chased by something. A ghost lolly. 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 Rory. Rory. Rory? Don't say that. Say what? Rory? Whatever, you scared of a little 4-letter word? Phew! Small version. How cute is this? Can you imagine if Hololive did this? The small version of every girl? And then even the girls like me that are already small, right? Even the small girls that get even smaller. How cute would that be? She's so cute. And then Hanai! Oh, look at this perfect child. Is she a child? She's literally a child. She's perfect! I can't touch her! This is awful. I want to touch you. Can I touch you? I can't even pet her! Mikoko. You're so small. Oh my god, I'm so close to you! Oh, okay, sorry. You're so... Guys, my hands are chained. You're cute. Why is she so close to me? Stop it! You're making me feel weird. You're like... Why are you so small? Oh, you want me to touch you?
Only see bus.
Well, now what? Bam. Why is she so cute? She's so cute though. Can we get a cute counter? You're so cute. I really don't want to go in there, but I guess it's fine. You're so cute. If you lead the way, you'll be my light, won't you? You have ribbons. Those are so cute. Can I get an outfit like this? I bet you we're like the same height. You're so cute though. She looks like she could be a Final Fantasy girl. She's so small. She's so small. She's so... Anyway. Thank you! Ufwa. Ah! Oh! So this one... It's got caution tape from the thumbnail. I'm giving this one... This is cute. Look, Susan. It's adorable. Okay. Woohoo! You can wipe the sweat off the brow. We're good. But yeah, also I like this one because they put a bow. They put a bow on the tail. But also I like this one because it's kind of funny also. So I'm gonna give you the award of funny as well. What else should we cover? Wow! So good! Anyway. Oh! Hi, Chum Buddies! Look at this chat! It's absolutely exploding! Somebody's crying! Man, what's with all the tears? Stop, don't cry. It's okay. Oh! Oh! Cute and funny. Whatever, you scared of a little 4-letter word?
Hey there chat, how are you guys doing? This was the only video I could think of to introduce today's topic. And what a fitting video it was. Something that a lot of Redditors, as you're gonna see, do not understand about Gura, about Gura's content, and about Gura's fan base. They have no idea what Gura likes, they have no idea what Gura is supposed to be. More than that, they probably don't understand how old Gura as a character is supposed to be. Let's not even talk about Gura the actual person, the person behind the character. Let's get some music up and I'll introduce you to today's topic, which is gonna be a bit more lighthearted, something that will induce feelings of schadenfreude, hopefully, because you're gonna be watching Redditors getting felted, and who who doesn't enjoy Redditors getting felted? I certainly do. My music. Okay, this should be loud enough. Alright, so this has happened a while back. I think this was like a week or so ago. Gura's official Dakimakura for her 4 million subscribers milestone has been revealed by cover. And it's a pretty nice Dakimakura. It doesn't. It's not as good as the ones you can buy, like that are fan made. They are sold in various stores if you want something looter. That is, but it's still a very nice Dakimakura with nice art on it. And people had, well, people, Redditors. Can we even call Redditors people? Well, some Redditors, as you're gonna see. Some Redditors we can call people. Other Redditors are just that. Maybe a bit below human. Maybe a bit above Discord mods. Like, who's worse, chat? Are Discord mods on the same level as Redditors? Or maybe Reddit mods. Maybe Reddit mods are worse than Discord mods. It all depends how you see it. But either way, someone decided to post, well, they decided to post the announcement of the Dakimakura on Hololive's official Reddit. And all hell broke loose as some people, let's call them antis maybe, or maybe they're just people that lost their way somehow from other parts of Reddit and just simply wandered into the wrong Reddit thread at the same time as all the other people. There's plenty of content to go through here, so let's get it on. Hold up. Alright. I'm already on the watch list. Time for a Loli Gura Daki. Homie, I ain't gonna lie, it's kinda odd to admit you're on the watch list already, LMAO. As you're gonna see, a lot of these weird anti-lolicon or people that are just weirded out by Gura and her content are gonna be Reddit felted, which means they're gonna be downvoted to hell, and then they're gonna be surprised why the fuck this even happens, which is pretty much the most amusing part of it. Not your homie, and learn to understand what jokes are. I'm not your homie, buddy. This one's one of my favorites. I know people like Gura and have wanted this to happen for a while, but I really don't like this. She looks like a child. She's wearing skimpy clothes and she's posing as if she's inviting you to bed. It's pretty gross. I mean, if you gotta look at the whole Gura Daki, like a closer look, she looks pretty much the same. Her height is about the same, proportions are about the same too, so this person is already reaching. And about those skimpy clothes, that's just about the same clothes you would wear to bed as a small girl, I imagine. But you know, this person is upset. They lost their way on Reddit and they're upset. They could have definitely done this more tastefully. I'm not saying Gura shouldn't get one if she wants one. But the direction they went in is too far in the yikes territory. Never mind that Gura had a whole ass fucking animation made about her where she's naked, but this is over the line. This Dakimakura, this hack pillow, is way over the line for Mr. Lamppost Infiltrator. Edit. I didn't want to initially say this, but my comment is buried anyway, so there's no use in trying to be polite. The fact that so many people are downvoting my comment and similar ones is pretty disturbing. It seriously makes me think many of you don't want to confront the idea there may be some truth to what I'm saying. Again, nothing wrong with wanting Gura Dakimakura. I just think they could have gone with a design that doesn't leap out in your scheme. This is the child John hurried bed, like this one does. Gura is an adult. She's older than you, buddy. Edit number 2. Lol, alright guys, you win. I don't have the energy to keep this up. I don't know what why I was thinking. Turning off notifications for this post. If you want to risk this getting confiscated in customs, by all means, feel free to buy this. I apologize for sharing my opinion on r/Hololive. Minus 33 post score. And just keeps going. Sorry you're getting downvoted for having concerns. I fully agree with you and think they could have made it less suggestive. She looks like a literal child. I don't know many children that look like this, but the internet really ruined the word literally and literal. It doesn't mean what it's supposed to mean anymore. They just see a cartoon character and think it's literally something that's supposed to reflect a real being that exists in the real world, but you know, that's modern internet culture for you. To be honest, I'm kind of used to it on this subreddit. I don't mind losing karma. I just think it's concerning people are downvoting comments like mine in the first place. Yeah, it's pretty concerning, not gonna lie. Imagine this is 2 people that are downvoted to hell and back, just talking to one another with hidden comments. Maybe because you're hardcore projecting, you look at Gura and think of it as a child, which is projection on your part. Gura herself absolutely loves the design and the artist. So what do you get to say to Gura then? Yes, the classic "no you" argument. And you're being classic crybaby. Don't cry. It's okay. I think this linked to one of Gura's clips about the lolly stuff and her enjoying that kind of content. You look at Gura and think of a child, which is projection on your part. It looks like a child, therefore I think it's a child. It's not what projection means. Stop coping. If you don't think it's wrong to sleep with a pillow of something that looks like a child, that doesn't mean it doesn't look like a child, because it doesn't. And sleeping with anime characters, you know, to a normie may be weird, but to weeb, any kind of weeb, it's like your daily bread, sleeping with your Daki. You're the one who's coping. Gura and her fans love this Daki. Lots of her other holo memes are going to love this Daki too. It's projection because no real child looks like Gura. You're the one who's coping. Nope, I don't even state any opinion on this matter. I just think it's funny you're denying the pillow looks like a child when when the post jokes about an FBI watch list. They really like that. Let me address the FBI fucking jokes. The FBI jokes have been around for like a decade or so now, maybe even more, about lolly stuff. And it was fun and good when lolicons were doing it. But at some point, certain people started taking it too seriously and think it's actually real, that you're gonna get a visit by the authorities. Not in the United States, buddy. Not at all. So right now, when FBI jokes are made, it's just incredibly annoying to sit through. Gura and her fans love this Daki. Lots of other holo memes are going to love this Daki too. But does this have to do with whether or not it looks like a child? Are you saying it's something not photorealistic? I can't look like anything real? The pillow looks like Gura and a joke is a joke. What's your point? Bruh, it's an anime character. Do you have problems telling the difference between a fictional anime character and a real person? It looks better with the full image. When the image is cropped at the waist like this, because of the design of her shirt, it looks like a dress, and it look like that's their whole body, which is very baby-like in proportions. The fact that they drew her arms and torso with baby fat also doesn't help. LMAO, stay bad. There's not and there has never been a problem with lolicon unless you're mentally ill and can differentiate fiction and reality. Get help, you first, buddy. That has nothing to do with Gura or lolicon, not really needed. And the things they linked here, I'm gonna show you in a moment when we get to that slide. Why don't you show it to Polka then? She usually does lolly content and like lollies. It's been 2 years since I watched any Hololive, and I happened to see this nasty ass shit today. And God, I'm glad I got out like tourists finally leaving Hololive VTubers. You love to see it. This is what that other person posted. The age of consent is 12. Well, that's good because Gura is thousands of years old. And a link to a psychological definition of pedophilia, which kind of, you know, defeats their whole point because it doesn't state anything about fictional characters. Imagine not being able to split reality from a fictional 2D drawing. Crazy. This argument is so weak. It would be extremely weird if a man masturbated to drawings of men having sex with each other, but it took offense to the very idea of it being gay because they're fictional characters. Well, from personal experience, I can tell you that it doesn't really make you gay. I, for one, enjoy a lot of yaoi fiction. I enjoy a lot of aspects of it, and I don't think myself of as a homosexual. So, you know, even that is a stretch in terms of how people view these things. It'd be extremely weird if someone killed people in a video game, but took offense to it being sadistic and immoral because they're fictional characters. If you had an orgasm every time you killed people in a video game, they would be absolutely call you a deranged psychopath. Or maybe they just have, you know, very specific fetishes that don't really reflect what they want to do in reality. There's a lot of people that would whack off to gore and extreme violence, and by that I mean fictional violence and fictional gore. And it doesn't really define what they would like in a realistic setting. So, once again, people that do not understand how basic human psychology works. They didn't like that. I knew they existed, but they really went full mask off in this thread, huh? Imagine that some people are literally not capable of doing that which causes them to do incredible deranged and dangerous stuff. Mind you, all of these posts still downvoted to shit. I'm sorry to hear that about you. Hope you get the help that you need. You know, Kiara wowed over a 14-year-old like a weeks ago. Yes, is this supposed to be an endorsement? Was simply asking because he has Kiara for his flair. Most of the Hololivers and Holostars, for that matter, are okay with this kind of content, and often outright enjoy it themselves. Who was Kiara fainting over? It was one of the new Fire Emblem girls, Hortensia, but it looks by the looks of it. But she was also made a yatta. She's coming on her own. I don't even have to offer her candy. Joke about Celine. People disagree with my pearl clashing. That means I must actually be right. Dude who can't tell the difference between an anime girl and a real human being. Sounds like someone cannot tell the difference between fake and reality. Please never watch movies on TV. This literally is a body pillow with a child gesturing to lay on top of her, LMAO. Some of you are really fucking delusional. Again, still not a child. Still, it's just Gura. There's an achievement in the first redemption for hog-tying a defenseless NPC and leaving them on the train tracks, begging all the while until the train runs them over. Not a single controversy arose from that, but because people understood it was fictional. But I can frame it in the way you did and make it sound just as awful. They always make the argument that fictional violence in video games and in any other medium is different. They keep on saying that other parts of your brain are triggered, other chemicals are produced by your brain, but all of that is bullshit and just trying to make an artificial difference between, you know, dopamine being produced during sexual arousal and during you know, seeing violent acts and enjoying those violent acts on with a fictional setting, that kind of thing. There's an achievement in the first. Oh, I already read that one. Weird. Were people buying body pillows with the character begging for his life on it? You're literally buying a pillow with an 80-year-old kid doing sexual posts. Don't try to do mental gymnastics to justify that shit. This person really must have wandered into this thread from something else because really doesn't understand shit. This guy thinks anime actually looks like people. LOL. Please stop watching media. LOL. You literally think fictional characters are real people. I think it might be you who is delusional. No use explaining shit. They're so deep in denial hole they can't tell what's real and what's fiction, or they simply seeing the opportunity to virtue signal. See, this is the good Reddit, the very rare occasion where Reddit is good. I personally don't read much of Reddit. I think it's kind of pointless. There's nothing really there that, you know, would grind my gears to any point. And whenever someone links me something on Reddit, it's usually something terrible, so I just memory hold that shit and never think about it again. But the instances I had with Reddit beyond that were really quite positive, and all of those positive instances were in threads about VTubers. So once again, proud of the chambuds in this thread with defending Gura and making sure these people remember they aren't welcome. You're literally buying a body pillow of her, dude. LMAO. But I didn't really like this. Okay, then don't buy it. She looks like a child. She looks like Gura, and Gura is cute. Yeah, Gura is cute, but they made her look younger here. Really didn't. Just keeps on saying that. People like you don't belong in this hobby. Why? Probably because you reek of tourists by insinuating people who do buy this like children. Lolicon is not equatable. Bruh, this is a creepy moment. This is a creepy comment. You know, I agree the Daki isn't something to be worked up about, but it's not really surprising that people find this Daki not good. Policing isn't gonna help anyone here. What do you think of Russia and Luna Daki? I think they absolutely ride the line. They're more sexualized, but they also have the benefit of not looking like an 8-year-old sure buddy. So it kind of evens out, in my opinion. If they were my Oshi, I would not have bought them. Luna, in a lot of depictions, doesn't even look like a loli, so I don't know what the fuck this person is on about. And I don't remember that Luna Daki, so I need to check. But I doubt she looks any different than the normal Luna does. I bought the Luna one and live with my family. You know what? They see it as a cartoon. My mom even especially likes it. You people need to start to learn to tell what is real and what is not. Most of your outrage is meaningless in the real world. It's hard not to laugh when someone criticizes Gura one here but gives the Russia Daki a pass. Disgusting. Well, this design must have already been approved by Gura anyway, considering she literally had to rant to JP management with the help of Marin to help them that EN management keep blocking her attempt to get one sorted. So any complaint is irrelevant, to be honest. Love seeing her so happy with the design too. Wow, it's almost like she makes money off this. Crazy, right? How does it make all the complaints irrelevant? Just because JP management approved it doesn't mean it's appropriate for a worldwide market. And like I said, I don't think she doesn't deserve one period. If EN management was blocking a more tasteful design, sure, I could get behind her on that. But this design, no thanks. This is like that meme where there's a pair of people lying on bed or something like that, and there's a third guy on the right side, and both of the pair says I consent, and the third person says I don't. This is just the equivalent of that. It's irrelevant because she's happy with the design, so it's irrelevant to be mad about it when the one who really wanted it happened actually is so happy about it. Just don't buy it if you don't want it. Anyone once suddenly lost their Chumbuts card because of it. Just don't fling your feelings of moral superiority to the others. Even citing something ridiculous as appropriate for a worldwide market as the reasoning, especially about the literal fucking drawing. Virtue signaling is hell of a drug, and it costs them nothing to flaunt their superficial superior morals. Amen to that one. No one gives a shit if the person making money over thirsty, lonely, parasocial people are fine with it. It's still fucking creepy to everyone else. Like, everyone else that won't buy it anyway, so what the fuck is your point? Like, an appeal to numbers that don't even match reality, because as you can tell by the number of downvotes, everyone on the subreddit that is very likely to buy the Daki is gonna buy it, so that everyone else is not really on your side here, buddy. Incredibly based. Whoever gets offended by this is free to go Twitter cry about it like the terminally online freak you are. Calling people who are complaining about Lolibait a certified Reddit moment. The certified Reddit moment is here with the -63 downvote score. You're relatively obsessed with a Twitch streamer to the point you post a clip of him being naked. Twitter is right over there, you fit right in. Yeah, but the clip is funny. I don't remember what that clip was, but probably something cringeworthy. Okay, she legit looks like an 80-year-old. Every downvotes makes her look a year younger. All these downvotes. Good. Uo emojis. Downvotes even harder. Looks at Flair. Yeah, seems about right. There's Lucia Luna. Gura. Yes. God damn. Matsuri and Anya too. I wonder how much of these characters can you put even in your Flair. Straight to jail, do not pass go. I wasn't expecting it to be this risque, to be honest. I was expecting it to be Dino Gura or something. So you don't watch Gura? Some of these people really seem like they don't. I do. I was just half expecting cover to make it look too spicy. I mean, as far as I know, in a member stream, she talked about not getting her Daki approved by management, and specifically mentioned that she would have settled for a more humorous one of a Dino Gura biting into the bed sheets. Knowing the history behind the Daki, I'm also kind of surprised cover ended up approving this design. I'm not really saying that it's a bad thing though. I think things changed when her personal manager changed. It really feels like they were the one holding most of Gura's thing back. I thought her manager changed well before she announced the Daki. I can already see the Twitter drama. When isn't Twitter not crying about something? She wanted it, and cover said yes, so fuck everyone else. Usually, most of the time, most reactions are people reacting to imagined Twitter drama they make up for themselves. Some people get off the feeling that they're victims when they're not, but this really actually happens. Twitter is always offended about fucking something. And you're gonna see that once we get through this Reddit thread, because Twitter did get offended, partially, but the same thing happened to the Twitter people that happened to these Redditors getting downvoted to hell. Tell me you've not used Twitter without telling me you've not used Twitter. Gotta find drama where it is, and given the amount of content a website makes, it has a significantly low drama. Much the same with Reddit, though of course subreddits like subreddit drama bring those to the surface via crowdsourcing. Because you go out and search for said drama, you think it's omnipresent despite that not being true. It really is. Like, drama is everywhere on fucking Twitter. I don't know about Reddit, but I think Reddit has its own fucking problems. But Twitter drama is everywhere. Even if you don't seek it out, you're bound to stumble upon it. That's why there's so much shit with the most popular dramas, because random people just stumble upon it and just want to comment on it. So yeah, this person doesn't know what they're talking about, or they haven't been much on Twitter, especially in modern times. I think the subreddit either default gets a -1 on everything, or displays it as such. Every post I've made in Hololive will automatically be at 0 the second I refresh it right after posting. No need to assume a victimhood when it's a testable fact. Trying to post something boring and bland in any thread on subreddit to verify for yourself. You have to be trolling, aren't you? Given that by the time I clicked the message button 2 minutes after you reply, you're showing as -1 to me. It seems an accurate statement, or did you attempt it yourself in a different thread and see differently? Shows as 1 to me. I don't know if like Reddit karma affects this for posters, but it kind of seems like you know this person goes into threads where they're known, and whenever someone whenever they post something, they just get downvoted on the account of it being them and nobody else. Who knows? I know jack shit about Reddit. Good on Gura for the achievement, but I don't really think it's a good day to release a Daki cover of the only yen who could have conceivably been mistaken for a kid. It's a bit uncomfortable to say the least. Sure. FBI jokes in 2023, huh? I keep getting older, but they just stay the same. They're still funny from time to time. And of course, it's the one with the fucking hat and monocle getting downvoted. You, Reddit moment. This is sick. Gura isn't the first short Hololive member to have a Daki. Himemori Luna from the JP side did it too. These don't have a double standard mortals. I think some people who watch and freak out over the small cute shark suddenly feel called out, if I had to guess. All of them are creepy. Wouldn't leave an owner of one anywhere near children. Fun fact: your Oshi plans on getting one too. oh yeah, it's a deadbeat who doesn't even realize that Kali is a Shodakon and likes lolis as well. So poor deadbeat, poor dumb beat. You're acting like he isn't 100% right. Show this to literally anyone and they'll be insanely grossed out by you and never let you anywhere near a child again. Yeah, because normies really understand the anime culture really well. Well, it's like it's kind of like an adjacent argument to people saying, "Oh, you wouldn't show this porn to your parents." Like anyone normal shows pornography to your parents and asks them if this is normal, if this is normal content to watch. With the same logic, playing a violent video game will make you commit a mass shooting, because if you like fantasy violence, then it must mean you also would like love real life violence. Also, anime has always been icky for normies. It wasn't until anime became more mainstream that people like you jumped on the bandwagon. Loli has always been a staple of anime, and Gura isn't even the only loli in Hololive. She isn't the only loli in Hololive with a Daki. Nor will she be the last. Considering she's also the most subbed, it must not be so creepy then. Turns out a lot of people are hypocrites. They're just scared of what others will think about them because they have no balls. I love the shark, I love the Daki design, and I love lolis too. I like all sorts of anime characters, but if anything, there's special joy in liking lolis because it filters people like you. Stay molding. That one deserves a round of applause. That's very aptly put. I think you can be a Hololive fan without a weird brain disconnect. This is creepy and weird, but then again, so is this entire fandom and its obsession over often underage looking or over sexualized virtual girls. It's a problem brewing. No, she's actually an adult. She's just drawn as a child and it's just drawing, so it's okay weird. What is this fucking person even doing in this thread? Because it seems like they don't like VTubers wholesale. I swear, these people just kind of wander into these threads and try to start shit with other people. I ain't got no Oshi, but if you're talking about Kali Flare, good thing she doesn't look like a child. Still not gonna buy it though. I don't see the appeal, and I'd rather be able to have people over without killing them from cringe. Oh, you deadbeat. The small girl is small. Apparently some people are surprised by this. Everyone in this thread is getting downvoted. I'm pretty forgiving with the age representation thing in anime for the most part, but this is one is pretty oof. Context matters a lot less than people think. But in the end, you do you, I guess. What a moderate anti. Do you play video games where you kill NPCs? Why do you enjoy killing things? Are you a sadist? Currently consuming that type of media must mean you harbor similar real-world desires because context matters less than people think. It's good that Gura got something she wanted. I'm sure this is a market for this, and some people will buy them. I have to wonder if it would have been done better with emphasizing the frills in chubby baby arms. Maybe some side profile or longer hair. End of the day, goob is goob. I don't know if these people never went out into the real world and seen like tinier women that have a bit more meat on them. It's not that, you know, Gura is gonna have baby arms. There's a lot of women that have chubbier looking arms. So they're really trying very hard to see that particular design as a child. And that might be telling on themselves. And here we go into the brain rot of Twitter. But before we do that, I'm gonna take a very short drink break. You guys also get one. I'll be back in like a second or so. Like, give me a minute or something like that. Okay, back. And Kali is indeed a Shotakon. She even liked some Shotakon artwork before. One particular telling artwork that she liked is an artwork of Noel taking a Shoda into the woods and then disappearing into the woods with the Shoda. So that's a very good example. Apart from some others, and then, you know, that podcast that she was a part of. With other Holo members that in which she almost said that she is a Shotakon. Here's two tweets of Kali really liking the Daki. And back to Reddit. Loving these comments. Men and their pedophilia strikes again. Men. Very sexist. Great bait, mate. I rate it 8 out of 8, but it's too late to see to say my hate. Don't know why I'm getting downvoted. You know it's true. Might as well embrace it. Oh, you pull poor Redditors. There are so many unironic people who buy this and say it's okay to fuck pillow that she fuck the pillow. She isn't a real child. What's wrong with fucking a pillow? It's weird, but it's not really harming anyone. A pillow with an 8-year-old on it. But Gura isn't 8 years old though. In lore she's at least 90k plus. In Hentai she's at least 20 plus. So yeah, not an 8-year-old. The depiction says otherwise. It's pedophilia when the anime girl is short. I suggest you evaluate yourself first before making any statements here. All I see is a cute shark pillowcase. What about you? What do you see? What do you see here? Oh, this is unrelated. Hold up. Okay. Nah, that's it. I'm done with her. I wonder how these other tweets mixed in. I guess I made a mistake, but whatever. Time for a Twitter brain rot. Why does she look younger? Before lolicons attack me en masse, jerk off to whatever you want. I don't care. I have every right to be weirded out by it, though. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see that. I hate that in modern times, when you go on Twitter or any other social media, you see an anime profile and you're thinking they're gonna be some kind of cool person, but nowadays there's like an over 50% chance that an anime profile is gonna be some anti-asshole that's against a specific aspect of anime culture, be it like some kind of character representation, it's gonna be lolicon, shotacon, or whatever else. So it doesn't matter if it's an anime profile or not, it's gonna be some kind of asshole. Actual pedophile merch, what the fuck? I like the fact that it's a fucking Evangelion profile picture saying that. In before the pedophiles hunt me down. Told you all. The accounts that rush to defend this has to be bots. Hold up. Why does she look like she's 7? Kinda weird. I have nothing restricting me anymore to say how much I hate her fanbase, LMAO. No one is body shaming a fictional PNG that straight up looks like a child on a body pillow. Yo, creepy motherfuckers. Pedophiles are rampant. How are Gura fans, even her co-workers, not seeing a problem here? LMAO. Also, you cannot expect any good opinions out of anyone that has any kind of Genshin Impact character in their profile, and especially if they have some names, or you know, their what the fuck is that thing called in Genshin Impact, like account level, something like that, or it says they're saving for some sort of Genshin character. Yeah, never trust those profiles. You're bound to be disappointed by whatever thing they have to say. The way I have mutuals friends who are much bigger Hololive fans than me, and they are saying the new merch is in no way LMAO. Like, y'all are seriously brainwashed into thinking you have worship your VTubers and that no one is alive to critic anything, LOL. Anyways, muting, cause I can't win against lolicons on this issue. Here I gotta admit that, but buy whatever you want, but stop attacking people having negative opinions on merch they're trying to be sold to. Thanks. What problem? Look, there's being simply short, petite, which she is, and then there's literally looking like an actual child. Like, this is art here, like in this art here, which is extra weird because this artwork is for a body pillow. You know, you cannot tell me that's not weird whatsoever. Gura is a loli. She calls herself a loli. She commissioned this. Are you people new to Hololive or something? Do you realize how many lolicons there are? No, I am not new to Hololive, and I'm a casual fan, lol. Me and the others are allowed to have opinions, especially on official products. Also, my point still stands. Having body pillows of lolis characters, avatars, is weird to me still. Sorry, I guess, lol. Given how some of these people act whenever they see anything sexual, because the loli thing, I mean, that body pillow isn't even that sexual if you look closely at it. But back to my point, there's a lot of these people in their 20s or younger that they simply don't like anything sexual. Like, the fan service makes them think someone committed sexual assault on characters. They think anime is worse off because of fan service. They just, I don't know, they feel puritanical, like they're fucking right-wing traditional Christians trying to take away everything that's fun about anime. It's fine if you think it's weird, but the Daki is pretty much what everyone expected. There's no problems, it's just your taste is different. What do you mean? She wanted this since debut. Morty is in there wanting one. Her co-workers and her all love this LMAO. This is made for them and her fans. Look, I'm not trying to cancel anyone. I know she is short and petite in design. Hell, I used to watch Gura when I had the time, but now it's just fauna. But this artwork for her body peel literally makes her look like a little child. She doesn't look like look short. She looks like a kid. I don't know what kind of Gura fan this person was, but probably a very casual one. Gura herself is an open lolicon, mate. Cause there's none y'all making up problems in your head. You do realize you're allowed to have negative opinions on products sold to you by who you support, right? Just ignore me and move on about your day if you disagree with me. Good grief. You could also, I don't know, ignore this and move on instead of making a problem out of nothing. I'm genuinely not even trying to argue anything, but I think she looks fine. There's nothing really wrong with it. Especially if you look at the whole Daki. I'm not even a lolcan, I just think she looks cute. But again, the pillow, you saw the pillow yourself. I wouldn't think it's too sexual the way it is. And I see a lot of cool shit, I'd say, during every single day, so I would know. This could be considered a valid argument whether or not this body pillow is suggested, depending on the circumstances. I personally wouldn't buy it, but in the end, it's an offline virtual avatar derived from an adult individual. Advertised provocative or for a 4 million celebration. Do it for real. And when people did say something about Gura's Kumar fans just tried to gaslight them into thinking that it wasn't inappropriate, then at the same time being all like, oh my god, Gura's my bed, cute sweaty armpits, like what the fuck? Based? What's your problem with them being based? To quote the shark girl herself, scared of a 4-letter word? Pedophiles are having a field day with this one. Is that some sort of K-pop profile picture? Because I expect this kind of behavior from them as well. Something about Gura Dakimakura doesn't sit right with me. What the actual fuck? That's a child! Shaming him ain't enough, we gotta take his life. I fucking love modern anime fans. Dog, she looks even more like a child. Little child cringe as fuck. Okay, you know, no. The Daki kinda sus, not gonna lie. Pedo. You follow Hololive VTuber though, so it isn't that ironic. And he's French, lol. You. What he says in baguette speak. Cousin, URT loop lolliporn, get a hold of yourself. I love the French. This has to be the creepiest merchandise I've seen to date. I don't think you've seen much anime merchandise then. There's specially made figures of popular anime characters that are made especially lewd. Like there's this one Attack on Titan Eren figure I saw the other day with his dick out, full erection, and you can put a towel on it. It's pretty fucking amazing. And I think there's more characters in that series too. I think there's a naked Sanji too. So those are pretty fucking amazing. Side-eye. Why does she look like that? Huh? Scared emoji face. And here's a weird Chinese tweet that I had to include with this. Can you delete this Twitter and the sales address? What kind of human would buy such a product in order to make money? The company also opens special services for such people, right? Good companies try their best to protect their allies from any harm. Your company doesn't even have morals to oppress members, to do degrading things against their original intentions to make money for you. Such a black-hearted and unscrupulous company should be strongly condemned by society to close down. Public apology. This is kind of like one of those Chinese aunties that came out whenever Coco was still around, and they tried to concern troll like this, like saying that Cover is like abusing their talents and they should apologize to talents. You know, people that don't really mean any of this. They're just concerned trolling and trying to make Cover look bad. But yeah, we went through all of this, so now let me get to you, chat. Let me see what you've been talking about here for the past hour or so. Gura Dakimakura when I don't know who would make such a thing, but if you want to make such a thing, you have my blessing. If you're not on the watch list, you're not trying hard enough. Anyone should be on the Lolicon watch list. I pre-ordered my cover because of Kani. God bless you, sir. To me, the ones that cry FBI open up glow the brightest. Nowadays, they sure do, because again, people take that joke seriously and they think authorities would actually come if you have any lolicon content on you. Which, you know, they really need a reality check for that sort of thing. Did this thread survive, or was it locked for being too rational? I think it's still around. I think no one locked it, and people were just shitting on antis in the thread as they deserved. Plebit is just one step away from Facebook at this point. The worst members went to Twitter. Twitter has that problem that it also has Tumblr refugees, and a lot of that Tumblr shows. It's all just fucking terrible, but I also like the fact that on Twitter, well, most parts of Twitter, they cannot live in an echo chamber like it did on Tumblr, so they get pushback for their bullshit. Luna had a Daki? Yes, indeed, she had. Was that a Dazed and Confused reference? Very likely. Well, I think that Kali likes to deny that she's a Shotakon. I think she only does that because she knows she would get shit for it from people that already dislike her. But considering what I've seen her like, that woman is 100% Shotakon. Gatekeep anime. It's hard to gatekeep anything online nowadays. I don't think it's kind of possible. Because you can only gatekeep your own communities when you actually have the tools to keep people out of that sort of stuff. Anime and anything anime adjacent is way too mainstream nowadays in order to keep anyone out of it. Like, many years ago, let's say like 10, 15 years ago, when you went into an anime forum to discuss anime, gatekeeping weirdos out of the hobby was very easy, because whenever someone stupid came about, they just got felted by others and they were told to fuck off. And instances of these people appearing were very small indeed, and this wasn't really a problem until modern times, where all of these stupid terminally online kids grew up and now they think you know, anime has way too many negatives about it, and they want to change it to fit their own views. This is why I never use Reddit. I also don't use Reddit because I don't want to go into one of these Reddit mod subreddits. There's a lot of these weird subreddits that are ruled by mods with like an iron fist. And the same mods think that being a Reddit mod is actually some kind of profession. And they treat it way too fucking seriously. Even though, you know, they do it for free. I don't know if anyone's actually paid to be a moderator of a subreddit. If they do, that's a pretty sad life. As a Genshin player, I'm ashamed of Genshin players. I think that's the attitude of most sane Genshin players. And at this point, I don't think there's many of those around. I think it's a sad state. It's gotten to so mainstream, it's impossible anymore. Yep. Gatekeeping nowadays is just impossible. Way too many people and way too much arguments going about. But yeah, we kind of went through the whole thing. I don't really have anything else prepared, so unless you guys have like any questions regarding myself or anything else you want to ask, now's the time to do so, because otherwise we're just gonna end soon. I don't mind shooting the shit, but you know, keeping people here without any content to show and it rubs me the wrong way anyway. So unless you guys have questions, we're gonna end early. I don't mind having short streams anyway. Let me put some stuff up. What's the next stream gonna be about? Undecided yet. I kind of don't have a schedule for any of this because it's kind of hard to have a schedule for things that usually come up casually. The last few streams were about more recent things. I sometimes dig into the past in order to find funny or annoying shit to talk about. There's a lot of things in my backlog that I'd like to talk about. One of the things that I really want to touch upon is Henry. Henry being one of the premier offenders when it comes to Pipkin Pippa's aunties. He's like literally insane, and he became a religious zealot after Pippa kind of, or I don't think even Pippa did that. I think that were Pippa's mods banned him from a lot of places, and then the Face Connect Discord server as well. That's someone I want to make a stream about because his story is incredibly funny, incredibly interesting. He's had some contact with Chase, and I did a whole fucking 4 hours long stream about Chase. If you want to suffer some serious brain damage, you can go watch that one. Because Chase's story, even nowadays, is a continuous one. Like, he never left. He just keeps on doing stupid shit. And I don't think I'm autistic enough just yet, to go back and do an update stream on him. Even though he has done some really stupid shit since I last talked about him. Plans for 1K subs. You know, I haven't even been thinking about it. I haven't even been thinking any of this is gonna reach 1K subs or anything like that. I haven't made this channel with the thought of seeing it reach any kind of milestone. But since you know 1K, is a pretty nice milestone, and I think it's very worth to thank people for subscribing. because this isn't like Twitter where you casually just read some tweets. I don't think I ever be too thankful for like Twitter followers, because all kinds of people follow me. But for things like YouTube, where people actually actively sub and then watch my content, that's effort on them part, and I think they should be thanked for that. So I'll think of something special. Maybe like a special talk stream, or I'll dig up something that's like the worst thing I've seen with VTubers over the last like 3 or 4 years, because there's a lot of things that I'd have to talk about, like maybe doing a tier list of the worst drama I've seen that's connected to VTubers. I think that's something worth considering. Let's see what other questions you guys had. I don't want to miss any. Loli Kuri when there's some Kuri fan art that's a loli. There's this Japanese person that has made some Loli Kuri. That sounds really silly when I said Loli Kuri fan art. I'll go to his profile after the stream and retweet some if you want to see that. So the recent crazy return, maybe then. You're probably talking about Pumpkira. Pumpkira is also someone I want to cover at some point in time. Pumpkira is so fucking batshit insane, but the problem with her being batshit insane is that she did a lot of shit over many fucking years, and making a comprehensive timeline of everything Pumpkira did is gonna be pretty difficult. This is actually gonna be a whole project if I ever want to do that. I mean, I can just bring up like specific examples of things that Pumpkira has done and just laugh at it, because that's always funny. But I like to do things that have some sort of chronology to it, so I don't know yet. We might do a more casual Pumpkira stream, or we might do an in-depth dive into Pumpkira, just like we did with Chase. Because Pumpkira is an actual schizo that did so much shit. Some of the shit that's actually fucking criminal. So, and the fact that Pumpkira is still around with no repercussions is something fucking special in itself. Would you ever make a Throne account? I don't even know why I would make a Throne account. If I did make one, I'd probably put only like Cheez-Its on it. I fucking love Cheez-Its. I haven't had Cheez-Its in such a long fucking time. I don't like to ask people for gifts. I don't particularly enjoy receiving stuff. I like giving stuff more than I like receiving stuff. If I would want to have receive some sort of compensation for anything I do, I personally have to think I'm worthy of the investment. And at this point, just having a Twitter account and a YouTube account that's shy of like 800 subscribers, I don't think it's worthy of any compensation just yet. And I don't think I spent too much time on these streams to think I'm losing money in sort of way that I could spend, or losing money or losing time that I could potentially spend on like working more to earn more money. So right about now, I'm not thinking about that. But if the channel like reaches a point where it can be monetized, that I'm gonna monetize it. I'm not gonna do anything special with that monetization. But again, if I plan to do more videos, more like video coverage of drama with just casual rants about things that are happening in the VTuber world, that I might consider it. But then again, I have to reach some personal milestones of my own in order to feel worthy of people actually donating anything to me. This is based on, like, this kind of philosophy that I have when it comes to this is based on the fact that I've seen a lot of people in my life that think that they deserve money just for existing. And that sort of thing also peeves me when it comes to certain VTubers. I see VTubers with Twitter accounts that have not even debuted yet. They don't have any streams, but they have links to their Ko-fi. They have, some of them have Patreons, some of them have Throne links attached, and they did nothing yet. Like, don't you feel like a little silly by having all of that? Like, it's like you demand people support you, whereas you did nothing to deserve that yet. So this is a pet peeve of mine, and I don't want to be like any of these people. So just out of, you know, principle, but we'll see. Live 2D Kuri, then 3D Kuri. I think I don't know if I want to be a VTuber. Being a VTuber seems kind of like a pain, and it's a monetary investment, because I'd like a VTuber that's based on Kuri to be an actual quality one. I don't want to make like a Vroid out of it, like a custom Vroid or something like that. So I'd have to feel that it's worth the investment if I ever got a live 2D or 3D model. I think a 3D one would be easier to get than a live 2D, and probably cost less. Pumpkira or Rose? Who's more deranged? Pumpkira, hands down. Pumpkira did things that are criminal. Rose is a similar busybody that makes like rant threads and accuses everyone of everything just by association. So Pumpkira wins hands down with that. But they're similar characters for sure. You got fan art already? Yeah, I've had fan art for like a long time. I just didn't compile it in any place to show to people, because I didn't think it was too important. What do you think of Gia's response? Oh, to give some people context that don't know what Gia is about, I made a small video about a VTuber that claimed that they were being, like, quote-unquote sexually assaulted. Well, you can put it like that. Or they would just their trust was abused by an artist. And to give you even more context, they basically went to an artist that was doing like a thread in which they asked other people to post their OCs in, and then the artist would draw those OCs like in sexual situations with their own OC. So Gia put in her own thing there, you know, probably to get a character like that there, and get that her own character railed by that person's OC. 2 months passed since she does that, and then she goes to the artist again after he has, or she, I don't know if the artist is a he or she, but that doesn't matter. She goes back to the artist after they have drawn the picture already, tells them to delete it, then deletes her own tweet in which she asked them to draw her. She goes back into her own account, main account, and says that she was violated and that someone drew not safe for work fan art of her without consent. Of course, this looks like bullshit, and people have started calling her out on that, because the artists themselves, after she made that sneaky fucking call out, the artist started to receive like threats. They said that the people have been reporting them for sexual assault or something like that, and you know that's completely ridiculous on its fucking own. So people started calling her out for that, and after some hours passed, as the quote retweets were mounting on, and people were calling her all kinds of shit, she made a response in which she didn't apologize for jack shit. And she said that she changed her mind, like, and then the artist didn't communicate well with her, and that she revoked the consent on having not safe for art of her drawn by that person. So basically, a non-apology. She doubled down and she made herself look even worse with that. It is very scummy. It's kind of like an online version of I had sex with you, I liked it, but then like some time has passed, I changed my mind and now I'm gonna accuse you of rape. It's like the online version of that. It's the guy got fucking me too'd, but he should be the one to me too her in that situation. So it's really fucking scummy behavior, to say the least. You don't just revoke consent like that and expect the artist to, you know, keep asking you if you're still fine with it. Especially, you know, since that also makes you look entitled, because, you know, 2 months passed, so the artist is supposed to be thinking 2 months about you, and if you're still fine with it, if you put it there, you give consent to the artist first. And you know, it's not like the artist didn't delete that thing. Didn't delete the art when she asked them to as well. The artist made no fucking fuss about it, and he was very, very cordial, very courteous about it, and basically wanted no trouble. But the way she portrayed the whole situation made him into some sort of villain. And I don't like her attitude in the first place, because she's like a loot tuber. She has plenty of like breed me, fuck me sort of artwork connected to her. And to top it off, she also has a loot art tag. And if you guys don't know, having a loot art tag, at least, you know, to most VTubers means that you're at least fine with receiving not safe for work fan art, which you know would be weird otherwise. I mean, if you have some sort of issues with people drawing any kind of art of you, you best make fucking sure that everyone else knows where to find your stances on that. Otherwise, you can make anyone look like the fucking villain, like in this fucking situation. It's really disgusting if her response, because before that I was giving her some sort of credit. I was thinking maybe she just forgot about it, maybe she just got confused, and you know, I give people way too much credit sometimes, and in this case I think I was giving her way too much credit. I sometimes want to see the good in some people, whereas they don't really deserve it, and I think in this case she doesn't really deserve that shit. I think she sucks. I think she sucks and her attitude sucks. Akuma Miko, Weed Girl. Akuma Miko stream. I think that one's easier to do because there's more things to compile and they have a clear timeline to it. Giving you a bit of context, Akuma Miko is this weird loot VTuber that does a lot of engagement bait content. Considering she has almost the same amount of followers as she has people that she follows. I think that's also part of like a follow for follow shit. But that's not the main issue here. There's a lot of controversy regarding her when it comes to some past misdeeds. She's like she's like Emmy okay. She's like in a similar sort of status, you might say. She did a lot of shit, include like, to give you a preview of what she has done. You can go on my Twitter to look up more information about it. But to give you more of a context, she said that she would suck dick for weed, which, you know, it's funny in itself, but then there's also accusations going about her that she tried to frame a guy for murder, Like she tried to pretend that she committed that she was killed by someone, and then disappear and frame like another guy for murder. At least that's the allegations there. And there's a lot of other shitty things that she has allegedly done, and a lot of these things are corroborated by other people, so it's not just, you know, one person, or it's not just a he said, she said sort of situation. There's a lot of accounts that call her out on that kind of shameless behavior. But of course, she's very shameless about that sort of thing, and she just passes the blame off to, oh, people were abusive to me, that's why I acted out. Oh, and I just remembered she also doxed some people, and there's evidence of that too. So yeah, she's not a very pleasant person, and she should be fucking avoided at all cost. Why I avoid making content about them early on is because if I wanted to grow my account more, it would reach a wider, it would reach a bigger amount of people. And I'd like to see that, because people like that are best avoided, and I'd like more people to know about it than a lesser amount of people. So the later I do this, like the more I grow, the bigger the audience this is gonna reach. And there's also the fact that I want to have all the accurate information that's available on there. I want to be as accurate as possible, and as factual as possible on that kind of shit, so I won't miss a beat when it comes to the information I want to put out there. Let's see. What else did you guys ask here? Did I miss any other questions? No, I don't think I missed anything. I think I answered everything that I wanted to answer. So one last call for any additional questions, and then we'll end the stream. 1.5 hours is a good time. Yeah, the things you guys are saying in chat about Akuma Miko, there's a lot to go through, and I don't want to touch upon this right now, because there's a lot of facts I need to get straight about this sort of stuff. Again, right now there's a lot of allegation, there's a lot of people corroborating that stuff, but there's also accounts on Twitter that that made very poor looking callouts on her, so you know, they don't exactly make themselves look good when their format of calling out people is so badly made. Are you going to make alts ahead of time when YouTube inevitably removes your stream perma for bullying? No, probably not. I said on Twitter that I'm making this account until Twitter, until YouTube kicks me off. Again, this is like a hobby level sort of entertainment for me, so I don't really mind. It'll be interesting to grow this stuff, see where it goes. But if they remove me, they'll remove me. But you know, there's people doing a lot worse than I am on YouTube, and they're still around, so who knows? I mean, there's YouTube content that's like outright abuse of children, of animals sometimes, and these channels stay up. So you know, it is what it is. If you guys want to archive things, you can archive them by yourself. I don't have enough hard drive space, and I don't have enough free cloud accounts to put all of my videos up for archival purposes. So if you guys want to do archival things of the stuff I do, go ahead, knock yourselves out. You can do whatever you want with these streams. You can make your own YouTube channels with that sort of thing. I don't mind, like, in the slightest. You can do whatever you wish. Yeah, you can make mirrors of any of this stuff to your liking. But yeah, I think we went over everything on today's stream. Got a good talk in, which I appreciate. Always fun to interact with people and share things with them. So I'm not sure when the next stream is gonna be. I have some things I need to do this week. I have some things I need to think about in terms of, like, content production, because those very short videos that I do that are adjacent to my streams that talk about singular issues that I encounter with VTubers, these things literally take like 30 minutes to make, and I don't edit them at all. These are like all singular takes that I do, and I don't re-record them, so they're awkward as fuck, but I still manage to get something out. And I don't have hours of time in order to edit them properly to remove that sort of awkwardness. So I best get better at everything, just doing things impromptu. But yeah, thanks for coming once again. Remember to stay off Twitter because it's exceptional in there, as was proven by the last month and even today. Stay hydrated, because that's the one thing you need to do to stay alive, and be good to one another in a very sincere way. I'll play you off with some fitting music that will get copyright claimed. Until next time.